qhawula amagama ngoba sizowafaka embizeni sihlokohle. Yazi uba kukhona boyikayo uba heyi ingaba ngani nobani ingaba ngani bangcangcazela. Ngeke siyifake lamaphepha bebona. Nansi ingange lizo siyiqoba. Evi uhlala kuloo cala okanye uyasijoyina? Sigqibile ngokuqole ukunantsika amaphepha. Hey. I think siready. Ayisona sinzo. Masibulise kuba abukela basibukele emakhaya. Special greetings to netball teams ezijoyine Khiwa's media tournament. Khiwa uthethayo aviwe Qomfa okwelicala enisebenzisana nayo lapha kwi-foundation ukhona uZimkhitha noThalita abangekhoyo apha kuthi kodwa ke sibamele xa sikhona then ngapha sibe no Mr Xabiso osincedisa kwinto ze-netball oyena mntu une-information epheleleyo kakuhle ngento ye-netball nakwiinto ze-rules nentontoni. Sizonikela kuye ke benguye ozosixelela uba from apha kule ndawo sikuyo siqhuba njani going forward. Nkosi.
Enkosi Mr Khiwa. Mandibulise nam kumntu wonke oviewishileyo on uFacebook naku-YouTube. Ndibulise kuzo zonke ii-clubs that are represented. Umthatha Netball, Umthatha Central, i-Venice Netball, iZamazama Netball, i-Kai Legends Netball, i-Newlands Netball, ingangelizwe, i-Peace Lovers Netball, i-Power Stars Netball, Celtics Netball, Brave Netball, Peacemakers Netball, Juventus Netball, the Sisters Netball, Matatiel Netball, Nontsila Netball, the Stars, nakwi-Willow Stars. Ndinibulisa nonke ngalemva kwemini. Nguxabiso ke luthethayo kavani. I will be assisting with i-draw yanamhlanje ye-netball for le tournament kaKhiwa ezawube inge-24th and 25th kuNomcamba. Phambi kokubana ndiqhubekele phambili siye kwi-draw, we just going to explain i-rules ezizawuthi zilandelwe apha kwa-netball. Masiqale sitsho ke sithi these rules will be shared with all the teams as participate in the tournament. They will receive a package of everything about the tournament on the day of the tournament before baqalisa ukudlala. Okokuqala irule yokuqala esizawuma ngayo uNetball South Africa rules will be applied throughout the tournament. The second rule, it is the responsibility of the players to ensure that they physically and technically they are prepared in a manner that enables them to play the game, comply with the rules, and participate safely in the sporting and in a fair manner. Rule 3, it is the responsibility of those who coach or teach in netball or the game to ensure that players are prepared in a manner that ensures compliance. So it is the responsibility of all coaches to ensure that their players are fit. Rule 4, it is the responsibility of umpires to apply the rules of the game with impartiality, fairness, and consistency. Unfortunately, the decision of the umpire is final. Rule 5, it is the responsibility of the tournament organizers to ensure that the game is concluded and developed in accordance to discipline and sporting behavior. Rule number 6, it will be the match duration. Throughout the tournament, we're going to play a round robin tournament. We're going to have 2 groups, Pool A and Pool B. Pool A will be having 10 teams and Pool B will be having 8 teams. The reason for that, we want to cut the standby. Each team will play approximately 4 games, not more than 4 games. Because we'll be only having 2 grounds that we'll be using. One ground is concrete and the second ground is just grass. So in order for us to save time, we need to make sure that we manage our games accordingly. So each game from the round robin stages, those 4 games, it will be 12 minutes first half, 12 minutes second half with 2 minutes break in between. So at halftime it's only 2 minutes. Those games will be played up until all teams have played their 4 games. Immediately when we are done, we'll do a log whereby we'll determine the top number 1 of Pool A and number 2, and also number 1 of Pool B and number 2. Then number 1 and 2 of each pool will go through to the semi-finals. Then when we reach the semi-finals, both teams, both semi-finals matches, they will play 10 minutes each quarter, meaning 40 minutes, 10 minutes per quarter, first quarter, 10 minutes, 2 minutes break, 10 minutes, 4 minutes at half time, and then third quarter, 10 minutes, 2 minutes break, and the last quarter, it will be 10 minutes. So that is 40 minutes, 2 minutes break between quarters, then at half time, it will be 4 minutes. That is explained in the rules thoroughly. We must also take note that the players that are playing in the Telkom Netball League, that is under Netball South Africa, only 2 players are allowed to participate per team. If a team happens to have such players, they can only have 2 players in their group. We will also have a registration of players that will be done. All teams will be provided with a registration form immediately. After the throw, they will be sent all those registration forms to register their players. Then the players, if they didn't sign yet, they can sign on the day of the tournament in the morning before they commence with their matches. Any player that plays for 2 different teams during the tournament, both teams will be suspended and they will forfeit any benefits assigned to them. That will be the points. The tournament prizes will be awarded as advertised. All teams must wear bibs. If bibs are the same color, please borrow bibs from another team. But the team that is listed first on the fixture, that team is a home team. The second team is the away team. So the away team must change the bips. Teams must take court or field immediately after each game is finished. Therefore, all teams must wear their kits and remain in their playing kits so that we don't delay in between. Each team will have one representative from forming part of the WhatsApp group, responsible to deal actually with all the tournament issues. So those members will be informed of what is going on in regarding the tournament, and they must also take note. Should there be any grievances or complaints that are raised by teams, then they will be part of that grouping that will be discussing to be witnesses. Then that team that is laying a complaint or a grievance must accompany its complaint or grievance with 1,000 rand. Those will be the rules of the tournament. Thank you. We're done with the rules now. I'm going to ask now Mr. Khiwa to put all the team names as they are folded into that basket. There is no tampering, colleagues. Everything is there. All right. Thank you very much. The procedure now that we're going to follow, we are having 18 teams. So from the 18 teams, on the left, we're going to select teams that will be part of Pool A, and on my right, we'll be selecting teams that will be forming part of Pool B. So Mr. Khiwa uzohlukuhla apha kule ngxowa okanye kwesisitya, and then uzayithatha le team yokuqala ayiveza anibonakalisa ukuba yintoni, then that team will be team ezawuya kubani ku Pool A. The second one will go to Pool B, kanjalo. It says the pools. We are only doing pools. Yes, sir. Yes. Iteam yokuqala emnqwazini ngu-the sisters. The sisters will go to Pool A. Pool A is on the left. Yes. This is Pool A on the left. Yeah, it's begin kanje. Yeah. Then sikhuhlela Pool B. Pool B, iteam yokuqala nguNgangelizwe High, iNgangelizwe lapha ngamanqini. Sisa ku Pool B. Yes. Pool A. Iteam yesibini ku Pool A yiVenice Netball from East London. Venice Netball. Sihlukhela Pool B kwakhona. Yes, unyuka nayo. Nanso. Khayiphinda ujike. Iteam yethu yesibini ku Pool B Celtics. Sibeka kwelicala. Sihlukhela uPool A kwakhona. Iteam yethu yesithathu. Ungabuya nayo. Abantu balambile. Peace Lovers Netball, iteam yesithathu ku Pool A. Peace Lovers Netball. Iteam yaseKapa ke le. Siyahlukuhla kwakhona. Sikhangela iteam yesithathu ka Pool B nansi siza. Bukhona wamincileyo. Nanso ke kuNothinzila eyasenqeleni. Iteam yesithathu ku Pool B Nothinzila. Ningaminci kakhulu ma. Yes, team yesine ku Pool A. Aphelile amahlata kusekho ixesha lomzimela ngo. Nansi Newlands isuke eKapa. Oh, isuke eDurban. Nansi Newlands isuke eDurban. Iteam yethu yesine ku Pool A. Sizawuphinda sihlukuhle sihlukuhlele uPool B. Iteam yethu yesine. Ayi, iyenyuka nanso. Nansi izamazama yasenqeleni. Nansi izamazama ikupool B, iteam yesine. Hey, ingathi ziyaphela ezi team ngo. Siyahlukuhla sihlukela upool A. The Stars isuke eBizana. The Stars iteam yesihlanu kupool A. Sihlukela upool B kwakhona. Team yesihlanu kupool B. Matatiele. Oh, sweet Matati. Sweet Matati kupool B. Yesihlanu. Hey, zintshatsheli kesi. Iteam yesithandathu izawunyuka. Kai Legends, the defending champions of Khiwa's media. Hayi ke kuthiwa zi-defending champions ezi zikupool A. Kai Legends. Umoya uyenyuka. Wehlile. Kuthiwa zi-defending champions le nto indoyinyusayo. Kuthiwa kudefendwa ngoku. Sinyuka nayo. Brave Netball. Ikupool B, iteam yesithandathu. Khazinyo senje sithi ke. Iteam yethu yesixhenxe. Kupool A. Yes. Juventus. Juventus ikupool A. Iteam yesixhenxe kupool B. Hey, ziyaphela ezi teams. Uba ibizwanga yakho asasi. Willow Stars ikupool B, iteam yethu yesixhenxe. Willow Stars. Hayi siyaqukumbela ngo. Iteam yesibhozo izawuya kupool A. Nanso. Peacemakers Netball. Iya kupool A, kuthiwa yaseKapa. Upool A group of death. Upool A group of death, I can tell you. Kapa Durban zonke Mthatha zidibene pha. East London zipha kupool A. Mthatha Central kupool B. Eyalapha eMthatha. Now sizohlukuhla upool A kwakhona team yesithoba neyeshumi ziya kupool A. Tata Netball. Tata Netball uya kupool A. Yes. Asihlukuhishe kinye ke team yokugqibela. Sisa straight kupool A. Upool A uzaba na 10 teams. Power Stars Netball. Nanso ke singaqhobela izandla. Hayi ke iteams zethu zimi kanje kupool A. Upool A ngu-The Stars, ngu-Venice Netball, ngu-Peace Lovers Netball, Newlands Netball, The Stars Netball, Kai Legends Netball, Juventus Netball, Peacemakers Netball, Mthatha Netball, Power Stars Netball. Upool B wethu ingangelizwe High, Celtics Netball, Nothinsila Netball, Zamazama Netball, Matatiele Netball, Brave Netball, Willows Stars, Nomthatha Central zikupool B. Those were the pools. Ngoku sisagqibile ke ngokuzihlela ipools zethu. Now sizawutosela ke ngoku ngokwe-pools. Into kokubana kwezi fixtures sithetha ngazo i-team izawudlala neyiphi na i-team. So zizawuphinda zitsalwe emnqwazini. Any team ephikishiweyo kuqala izawuba yi-home team, eyesibini ibe yi-away team. So sizawuphikisha kuqala i-first match kapool A. Ngawuphinda uzisonke. Ngokwe-pools ke ngoku.
So ke usazifaka eze-pools.
Yes, sifake eze-pool A1, sitsale zona eze-pool A1.
Saphendla abantu. ngoku kuyiwa ngoku nyhani ke ngokuyona nto
Siya ku-matches ke.
Mr. Makangela. Mr. Makangela. Uzoba ngapha konyuke nesitulo sakho uzoba ngapha.
Nyukela kwigumbi eliphezulu.
Ngikela kwigumbi eliphezulu.
Ungona kuzakwenza.
Yes, sicela uMr Makhangela eze ngaphambili.
Yeah, sicela
Nyuka nesitulo sakho.
hayi mina kahlele ngapha ngizobhala hleli politics. The politics.
Hayi makazi.
Iza ngapha. Manje ufuna utsale wena. Mina ngiyabhala yabo so
Yeah.
ngikwazi ukwenza into.
All right, Mr Makhangela, welcome sir. Ngoku sizawutsala ku pool A senze fixtures zika pool A. Okanye ndenze kanje. Akula.
Yes, live.
Okay.
Live. Ungazi bese ideas zakho ngoba live enza nabo
Okay.
bayibona ba.
Ibiseyenziwe i-draft fixture uba uteam 1 uzodlala no team 2 kanje kanjalo. So bendizawuthi ngehlobo sizibize ngalo nguteam 1 ephezulu, nguteam 2, nguteam 3 up until team 10. So that bayazi into kokubana one udlala benifuna ukufunda nje lonto. So that because lena ngoku izawufuneka senze yokuqala siphinde senze yesibini siphinde senze yesithathu. Okay.
Inyama labo.
Kancinci nje. Okay. Yes. Okay. I-fixtures zethu ku pool A zizawuma kanje. Uteam 1 igama lakhe the sisters. Team 1 ku pool A versus team 2 oyi Venice Netball. That will be match number 1. Yeah, asubasa. Yes. So match 1 ka pool A izawube ingu team 1 versus team 2. Ne? Yes. 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 So maybe maniphinde ndicacise into bana team 1 yeyiphi 4. Yes. So team 1 wethu ngu the sisters versus Venice Netball. That will be match number 1. Then match number 3 wethu, because match number 1 uzaba ngapha ku pool A, match number 2 abe ku pool B. So sizahamba kanjalo. So ndizawumane ndisenza in odd numbers. So ndibiza pool A ke ngoku. So match 1 wethu, as I said, with the sisters versus Venice Netball. Match 3 wethu will be team 3 or Peace Lovers Netball versus team 4 or Newlands Netball. Then sizawuba no match 5. Sizawuba no match 5 ongu team 5 ongu the Stars versus team 6 or Kai Legends Netball. Then sibe no match 7 or Juventus Netball versus team 8 or Peacemakers Netball. Then match number 9 will be team 9 versus team 10. That will be Mthatha Netball versus the Power Stars Netball. That is pool A. That is the first round ka pool A. Go match number 1 kuzo zonke ezo teams. Then match number 2, I mean ku pool B, then zizaba number 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 matches. So pool B wethu team yokuqala ingangelizwe High versus Celtics Netball. Team 3 wethu nguNothintsila Netball versus Zamazama Netball. Team 5 nguMatatiel Netball versus Brave Netball number 6. Then team 7 nguWillows Netball versus team 8 ongumthatha Central. That will be the first round ku pool A no pool B. Sigqibile kanjalo. Ingaske ke ngokusibambe amagama teams ngohlobo bendizibala ngalo ba zeziphi ezi10 zeziphi ezi8 because ngoku nizawuthi team 1 versus team Tontoni kwelicala. Now siya ku round 2. Round 2 wethu ume kanje. Round 2 wethu ume kanje team 1 versus team 3 with the sisters versus peace lovers netball. Team 2 wethu versus team 4 Venice netball versus Newlands netball. Match number, that was match number 10 no match number 12. Match number, okay, sorry. Siku pool B ngoku. Sorry ndifunda round 2 ka pool A. Masiya ku pool B. Sorry about that. Team 1 kwa pool B ngungangelizwe bese sigqibile. So ku round 2 pool A ngu team 1, that is ngangelizwe versus Notinsi, that is the sisters versus peace lovers. Team 2, that is Venice versus Newlands netball. Team 5, that is ku pool A, is about team 5 versus team 7. Because remember ngoku zi10 ezi teams azukwazi udlala ngokulandelana kwazo, so funeka enye igqaqile iyodlala nenye. So is about team 5 versus team 7, which is the Stars versus Juventus netball. Then match 16 wethu is about team 6 versus team 9. Team 6 wethu Khiwa Legends versus Mthatha netball. Match 18 is about team 8 versus team 10, that is Peacemakers netball versus Power Stars netball. That will be round 2 ka pool A. Pool B round 2, it is team 1 versus team 3 ngangelizwe versus Notinsila netball. Team 2 versus team 4, that is match number 13, is our Celtics netball versus Zamazama netball. Match 15, it will be team 5 versus team 7. Team 5 wethu nguMatatiele netball versus Willow Stars. Then team 6 match number 17, team 6 versus team 8, that is Brave netball versus Mthatha Central, that is round 2. Round 3 wethu uzoma kanje. Round 3 wethu team 1 versus team 4, that is these Stars versus Newlands netball. These Stars versus Newlands netball. Then match 21 team 2 versus team 3, that is round 3. So team 2 Venice netball versus Peace Lovers netball. Then team 5 versus team 10, that is match number 23. Match number 23, team 5 versus team 10, these Stars versus Power Stars netball. Then team 6 versus team 7, that is Khiwa Legends versus Juventus netball. That is image round 3, matches tatu kuzo zonke ezi teams. Then match number round 3 ku pool B, team 1 versus team 4, that is ngangelizwe versus Zamazama netball. Then team 2 versus team 2 versus team 3, that is Celtics netball versus Notinsila netball. Match number 24, it will be team 5 versus team 8, that is Matatiele netball versus Mthatha Central. Then that is round 3. The last round, which will be the 4th round. That's what will make ke ngoku zonke teams zibe zidlale 4 games. Siya ke ngoku inde kakhulu. Okay. Ndiphele ku match number 26. The only match that I've omitted ku round 3 was team 8 versus team 9, that is Peacemakers versus Mthatha netball. That was round 3. That's the only match that I've missed there. Then ku round 4, it will be team 1 versus team 5, that is pool A, with the Stars versus these Stars, with the sisters versus these Stars netball. Match number 2 will be team 10 versus team 7. Team 10 with the Power Stars netball. Team number 7 with Juventus netball. That will be their 4th match. Match number 32, it will be team 3, which is Peace Lovers netball versus team 9, which is Mthatha Netball. Match number 34 will be team number 4, Newlands Netball versus team number 6. Team number 6, it will be Kai Legends Netball. Then match number 36 with team 2 versus team 8. That is Venice Netball versus Peacemakers Netball. Then it will make all the teams on pool A zibe zigqibile ukudlala 4 games yazo. Then ku pool B siqala ku match number 29. You will notice into bana ke as matches ziyaqaqana as I explained before. So team 1 will play with team 5. Team 1 nguNgangelizwe versus Matatiele Netball. On match number 31 is team 2. Team 2 is Celtics Netball versus team 6 Oyi Brave Netball. So it will be Celtics Netball versus Brave Netball. Match number 33, it will be team 3 Nothinsila Netball versus team number 7 Oyi Willow Stars. So Nothinsila versus Willow Stars. And then the last match, match number 35, pool B, it will be team 4 Oyi Zamazama Netball versus team 8 Oyi Mthatha Central. So Zamazama Netball versus Mthatha Central. After this round, all teams will have played all their 4 games. So let me explain again. On pool A, imatch yokuqala yeka pool A, eyesibini yeka pool B, eyesithathu pool A, eyesine yeka pool B. So ihamba kanjalo up until you reach match number 36. Then you will have played, after 36 matches, all the teams will have played all their 4 games. Then from the 4 games, each game edlalwayo, you get 2 points for the win. 2 points for the win. After uba nidlale i-draw, you get 1-1. If your match uyifofitile because awulithathanga ibala ufike late and all that according to the rules, wapenalizwa, then you forfeit your 2 points. Then the team will be present and ready to play will get their 2 points. But the rules will explain everything in that regard. So, 2 points for the win, 1 for each draw, and then if you forfeit here as a soft points, then it's 2 points. Then we're going to do a log. All teams will be having played 4 games. Uzawuchazela uwine zangaphi, udrawshe zangaphi, uluze zangaphi. Then kuzawutshiwo pha kwi-log uba how many goals have you scored? Ne? It's goals for. Ezuzikorileyo zonke, then goals against, ezizikorwe kuwe, then it will be a goal difference. So goals for minus goals against, then you get the goal difference. After then you will see the points. So if you played 4, winners of 4 uzabana 8 points. Then the goal difference, if teams ziyalingana ngokwe points, kuzawubalwa ngokwama goal akorweyo nama goal ayi goal difference. So that is where we're going to determine number 1 and number 2. It will be based on the goals. So it's all about goals. Playing netball, it's goals. It's goals. So if nikore ngokwaneleyo, then it means you'll be having points and you'll be having goals. Then you will determine number 1 and number 2. Then number 1 uzawucross no number 2 ka pool A, number 1 udlala no number 2 ka pool B, number 1 ka pool B udlala no number 2 ka pool A. They will be playing semi-finals. After semi-finals, top teams eziwinileyo ziya kwi-finals. Then ke ngokwemveni koko kwi-semi-finals, as I've explained, kudlalwa 10 minutes first quarter, 10 minutes second quarter, 10 minutes third quarter, 10 minutes fourth quarter. That is the 40 minutes I've explained. So that is the only time we'll be playing 40 minutes semi-final and the finals. Mr. Khiwa, sigqibile le i-draw ongacacelwanga. I believe I will be on the group. Yes, we will drop everything and we will also put everything lebesifunda kuyo a draft so that everyone can see that there's nothing that is tempered. Babone into bana yenziwe kanjani i-draw and all that. Then where there is a mistake, it will also be rectified if you can. Okay. Enkosi.
I think sekugqibile. Masibulele ke ngoku aba bantu team nyani ke ezisuka kude, especially team ezisuka koKapa, zisuka koDurban, all the way from Bizana, Matatiele. Zezibeke indawo evious good East London. So masibulele umuntu basithembe nyani uba bazoba iphathi le tournament ukuthi asiyithathi kancinci loo nto leyo siyayibulela kakhulu intoba badrayive ezi kilometers bazozidrayive ezingaka beza kwiilali zethu zakunomcambe deep rural areas. So into enkulu kakhulu leyo ukuthi siyi-Khiwa's Media Foundation siyayibulela kakhulu. Enkosi. Apha ecakwam kwam Mr. Makhangela. Mr. Makhangela yi-director phaa Big 8 tournament. I-Big 8 tournament abanye ke bayayazi. Bayayazi uba ziyakhamana phaa wafa. Enkosi. Siyabulela. Ungakhatha ke khanyisa.